is now more than 400 projects that we worked on. And initially when we started off, people thought that it was suicidal to work in Pimpri Chinchwad, and especially with urban design, architecture, and conservation, especially as one of the things. And there were many people who dissuaded us from working on these, but we stuck to our guns, and this is where we are today. One of our important projects for which we were awarded the UNESCO Asia Pacific Award of Merit is that of the Sri Sakhargarh Nivasini temple at a village called Kinai, which is near Satara. It was built by the Kulkarni family, who built that temple or renovated it somewhere in the 17th century. And later on, it became the village deity, one of the village devis, as it is called. The UNESCO awarded the project because it contained an element of the science, the education, the culture, and all combined together to bring the village together in the service of that deity. The Kulkarni family, which funded the project and which also took on several village improvement projects like improving the library of the school there, making improvements to the school, and going on further to make it an ideal village. They are wonderful initiatives, probably which several people are taking on across India, and taking cue from what our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, said about bringing electrical connectivity, physical connectivity, and several other connections to the Indian village so that it becomes completely self-contained in the 21st century. Another important project which took us to Karnataka from the north to the south, including the temples of Malakhed, of Sannatti, of Aihole, Banwasi, Balligavi, Talakkad, Melkote, and Halebedu, was the Panchayati Raj project for the heritage villages of Karnataka, where we learned a lot about our heritage. Since my parents hail from Karnataka and it forms a part of my heritage, I had a chance to actually go and see and experience the depths of the heritage. We found that a Jain Muni in the 8th century in the village of Malkhed wrote a treatise on calculus, which is now available as a little book on the subject. There's another Madhvacharya philosopher called Tikacharya who wrote on the Madhva philosophy. So there are many important sort of landmarks in our intellectual development of the country, which are embedded in our villages, which we need to find out. We need to understand them and hand them over to our next generation, which is what conservation is all about. Another important project which got us the recognition and gave conservation as a movement a better fillip was that of revitalizing environs of Shaniwar Wada in Pune, the unproclaimed capital of the Maratha Empire, which was the seat of the Peshwas and who worked under the Chhatrapati of Satara, was really Shaniwar Wada, which was built by Bajirao I, and it was a little fortress in about 5 acres of land, about 340,000 square feet of built space, from where the Peshwas, they ruled, or they helped the rulers to manage the Maratha Confederacy. Our work involved bringing tourism to that place, making the history alive, and we recorded some 112 talking screens of the heritage and the history of Shaniwar Wada. There's a souvenir shop outside where people could buy the CD for that till very recently, and now probably it needs to be revived. There's an open-air theater outside where unpackaged shows are held, and which brings together at least 2,500 people in that open-air theater, where performances of various kinds are held in that place. Guided walks of different forms are started from Shaniwar Wada, and many private and government initiatives take that whole thing further. So that is a kind of package of things which came together because of the combined efforts of the central, the state, the local government, consultants like us, and enthusiasts and historians like the late Ninad Bedekar. So we are thinking of bringing communities together, taking them up towards the cause of heritage conservation, and that is how this whole thing works towards the betterment of these projects. A significant project that was given to us about 5 years ago was at the village of Nira Narsinghpur, which is located at the southeastern corner of Pune district. This little village of 2,500 people was given much better infrastructure of water supply, drainage, roads, electrical connections and digital connectivity, health center, police station, public toilets, now an ST stand, and finally the conservation of the 12th century Narasimha temple, which was done to a large scale by the Vinsurkar Dani Sardars, who fought valiantly at the Battle of Panipat in 1761. And it has been taken up as a almost modern village. Our office also designed a spanking new resort with a village community hall and a Bhakta Niwas in that place, which act as wonderful places for people to go and spend their holidays on one hand, and of course the village people who are now feeling much better equipped to deal with the tourists who might come to that place. So you can see that conservation for us is the mixing of what we have got from the past, bringing new connectivity, bringing new technology to it, and presenting it to the future generations and also the people from the present. So it cannot be just looking at the past and keeping it in covered glass boxes. It has to interact with the people. It must become a part of the daily lives, where new startups can find economic regeneration out of that, which is an important consideration in the post-pandemic era now. To summarize the kind of work that we do, we're talking about increasing the level of intelligence at our village level and bringing up to a certain level where it can be used for the next generation, where it can make them economically self-reliant and also export things from their village, not necessarily only keep importing things. Documenting the heritage and keeping it at a level where people can consume it easily is also one of the requirements. I call you off from this village of Chinswad, where we worked on the shrine of Moraya Gosavi, who was a 14th century poet saint, a contemporary of Thomas More, who wrote a book on utopia and about making a completely new world where there is no private ownership of property, where there is no corruption, and where there are no various aspects which plague our society today. These two saints, in their own ways, they work towards a kind of regeneration of the society of their times. Even Sant Jnaneshwar or Tukaram, who are poet saints of different periods, they did work towards these things and towards the spiritual regeneration of the places, and we keep working on many of the works that they have left behind. The Wari, for example, is one of our works. And that brings us to the end of this talk. Thank you very much.